So this is the second half of the video that I just posted where I'm now going to clap for you those rhythms, but I'd like for you to clap and count with me. So we're first, since we've gone over the example a little bit, I'd like for you to try to say it with me at this time. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2, E and a 3, 4, 1 E and a 2 and 3, 4, 1 E and 2, 3 and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Now see if you can say it and clap it. 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 E and a 3, 4, 1 E and a 2 and 3, 4, 1 E and 2, 3 and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Now make sure that whenever you have whole notes and you have half notes, you don't clap multiple times. The reason why we hold the clap is because we're holding it for the duration of that full note. It's the same reason as to why we don't say E and a on eighth notes, right? We're not saying it, we might be thinking it in our heads, but we're not clapping it because again, it's like having a word that has syllables, right? When you have sidewalk, you clap twice. But if you have the word the, it might have 3 letters in it, but you only clap once, right? So that's, I guess, a way to sort of think about it. So make sure that when you do have your half notes, you don't clap 3, 4, you clap 3, 4. Clapping 3, 4 would make it then quarter notes, okay? Try it one more time to clap with me. Make sure that you're very precise about how you say E and a, and that you clap all those times. Ready? Again, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 E and a 3, 4, 1 E and a 2 and 3, 4, 1 E and 2, 3 and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that you've done that, you've seen the counting, you've said it out loud, you've clapped it and said it out loud, now you obviously go and play on an open string just like we used to do before. So you're going to take your instrument, see if you can follow along with me while I play. 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 E and a 3, 4, 1 E and a 2 and 3, 4, 1 E and 2, 3 and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Be careful not to use too much bow, because if you use too much bow, you're going to waste a lot of energy trying to play these 16ths when you don't need that much. When I play 16ths, you can see I'm barely using any bow. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So I'm really just controlling my bow from here so that I don't use that much bow. The more you use, the less energy you have to conserve, okay? The next step after this would see if you can play that on an open string, maybe on a scale. So let's take D major, for instance. I might play 1 note per measure. So it would sound like this. And maybe I'd repeat the line. So you can get used to moving your fingers for those 16th notes. Then you'd want to go on to the next line, okay? So your job as an independent musician, right, would be to figure out the counting on your own. So what I can do is I can write in the counting now, but see if you can kind of do it with me. So first, you want to think about your quarter note, right? And maybe there's a way I can hold so that you see that. No, that won't work because it'll be backwards. So let's just first think about the very first quarter note you have is going to be worth 1 beat. So you're then going to call that 1, right? In your head, you might think 1 E and a because you know that there's 4 16ths, right, inside that quarter. Then moving on, you know that you have to be at beat 2. In order to divide this beat into 4 equal parts, you're going to say 2 E and a. The next one will be similar, except it'll be 3 E and a. And the last quarter note will be 4. Going to the next measure, you should have 1 and 2 and right? Then you're going to have, again, an E and a, 3 E and a for those 4/16ths, and 4, right, for that last quarter. So see if you can do the rest of the 2 measures on your own, and then see if you can clap and count it. Be ready in class to be able to clap and count aloud, just like it says at the beginning, right? So it says at the top of the page, write in the counting, see the example, clap, count aloud, and play each exercise on a single pitch, which we've done on our instrument for the example. Set the metronome at quarter note equals 96. It'd be a good idea to set the metronome at that because you want to get used to playing in time. Like I always snap my fingers or hit the music stand so you can play in time. And it's going to be really important for you to play in time and going to Boston. Then the next one would be ready to clap, count, and play any example for a test, and then to sight read a similar example, which I may ask you to do in your lessons so I can know that you understand these rhythms. As you get farther down the page, you're going to see that there are ties. So maybe in a few days, I'll post another video when I feel like you really have a good handle on these 16ths of one dealing with ties, because then things get kind of tricky. See what you can do on your own. Always come to me for help. Okay? Thanks so much. Happy practicing.